welcome to Prenatal Yoga from my living room to yours. We're so fortunate in this age of technology that we can deliver a yoga practice to you at home. So thank you for joining me. Thank your babies for joining us as well. And we'll get started. So let's start with a little breath work to release some tension and anxiety from the events going on in this world, and just take a few moments to connect with your baby. So let's go ahead, place your hands on your baby, close your eyes softly. We're going to take a deep inhale in together, fill up, and then exhale out the mouth. Releasing tension. Inhale, fill up with joy. Exhale, release that tension. One more here, filling up and releasing. Starting to tune into the breath, letting the inhale expand you and lengthen the spine, the ribs. Exhaling, softening. Inhale, filling up. Exhale, release and soften. Just finding this rhythm with the breath in and out. In and out. As the mind starts to quiet, maybe that mantra that we've been working on throughout the prenatal classes starts to tune in and join the breath. That mantra being a word or a phrase to remember to connect your breath during your practice today and also during your labor to remind you to breathe. So tuning in for a few more breaths in and out. And feel free to keep your hands on your baby, or maybe you want to bring the palms together in Anjali Mudra towards your heart, bowing slightly in. We'll open our practice this evening with one round of Om on the exhale. Let's breathe out. Big inhale. Namaste. Thanks for joining me. Let's go ahead, come on down off of your prop. If you were seated on a block, you can also use books during the practice at home. I have a home bolster, but you are welcome to use a pillow. Couch pillows work better than pillows for the bed because they're a little bit more firm. You may or may not need any of those items. Maybe a towel would be nice as well. So let's go ahead and come to hands and knees. Again, if you need that towel, go ahead and pause the video and you can place your folded towel underneath the knees to support you, okay? And then you can just restart the video when you're ready. Okay, we're gonna start with a few of those cow cats, connecting breath and movement. Let's start just by giving a slight hug in with sides of the waist. We're gonna stabilize the lower back here since the weight of the baby's already pulling the pelvis forward. We're going to inhale, try to stretch the spine long, draw the shoulder blades down the back, maybe take your gaze up. Exhale, press into hands and feet, lift and round the spine, almost like you're giving your baby a little hug here. Inhaling, coming back through that tabletop, pausing so that the lower back doesn't dip down anymore like this. So we're going to draw the tailbone towards the heels, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, press and round. So just finding this movement with your breath. Take it as slow as you'd like. And then maybe you feel the need to move in a different direction, adding in a little lateral movement for the spine just to open up some space for you to breathe, maybe some space for baby to move positions. So just wherever you are, just moving and connecting that breath and movement together here. And then switching the direction if you're moving in one circle. And then we'll come back through center, find that neutral spine. I'm just gently going to move the bolster out of the way. We are going to work on a little bit of core strength, but first let's stretch the right leg back, toes tuck under, give a little push through the back heel, stretch out that calf, especially if you're feeling some cramping throughout the night or at any point during the day. Let's stretch through the shoulders, stretch through the crown of the head forward, rock a little forward, bring the weight into the wrists. They may be a little bit sensitive at this point in your pregnancy. If that's the case, go ahead and make fists with your hands or go ahead and roll up the mat so the heels of the hands are on the mat, fingertips on the ground, okay? So whatever feels good to you. Okay, so we're just gonna move a little bit forward, stretching out the wrists, move back, stretch out the calf. Inhale, come forward, exhale, bring it back. 2 more. And take the knee down, we'll take the knees wide. Then we'll sit the hips back to the heels and then start to release the forehead down towards the mat, just stopping when baby doesn't allow you to come any further. You can certainly rest the head on a block, your book or your cushion or pillow, whatever you're using. Just pausing here, feeling that expansion across the hips, the shoulders. And then let's go ahead and float back up. Bring those knees back under the hips. We'll hit the other side. So left leg stretches back, toes tucked under. We're going to push back through the heel. All right, stretch through the spine. Stretch and reach the crown of the head forward. So the hips are giving a little squeeze here to stabilize. So think about that stabilization I was talking about. We want to make sure we're not forcing the stretch. We're finding some stability in there. Okay, the lower back isn't dipping down here. We're really reaching the tailbone towards the back heel. Inhale and exhale. Let's go ahead and just bring it a little forward. Bring some weight into the wrists and then reach back through the heel. Let's do a few more of those. Reaching forward and reaching back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and bring it in. Okay, let's just wag your hips side to side. This always feels like a nice release. Okay, we're gonna just walk the hands about a hand's length forward. We're gonna make our way into our first downward dog. You can take the knees wider than the hips, tuck those toes under. Let's go ahead and round first like you're coming into a cat shape. Stop somewhere between that cat shape and your child's pose. Pause here, really stretch out that lower back, especially as you get further on in the pregnancy. The baby tends to pull the pelvis more forward, the lower back, the spine just starts to dip inward even more. I'm just trying to stretch it. Breathe in. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, look forward, press into the hands. Exhale, lift those hips up and back, downward dog. You can hang out here, or maybe you want to pedal out the feet, bend one knee and then the other. Yeah, and then let's come to center. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Slowly walk the feet to the hands, hands to the feet. We'll meet somewhere in the middle. Soft knees, forward folding. You can take opposite elbows or hands to the mat or to your books or blocks. You can really let the spine spill downward towards the crown of the head. If this is completely uncomfortable, if you're dealing with some reflux in your pregnancy, You're gonna lift up, bring the forearms to the thighs, bring the heart above the stomach, so you don't have that acid shooting up into the throat. Breathe in. I'm gonna show you guys from the forward fold. Breathe out. Everybody's gonna release. Fingers to the mat. We're gonna take the hands to the shins, squeezing the legs towards one another, pressing firmly into the feet. Slowly walk up the spine, chin tucked to chest, roll it all the way up until you come to stand. Head comes up last. Let's take a shoulder roll. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, shoulders back and down. One more. I'm gonna walk to the front of my mat. I'm gonna turn towards you to start. Okay, feet are gonna be at least hips width distance for my pregnant mamas. Okay, make sure your toes are pointing forward and they're not flaring out or in. You wanna keep the knees safe. Okay, and then from here, let's inhale, reach up. We'll take opposite elbows, press into the feet. Start to tilt on over to your left side. Keep pressing through that right foot. Feel it opening through those right ribs. Inhale, come on back up. Exhale, take it to the other side. Okay, try to keep pressing into that left leg as you reach over to the right. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, release those hands. Okay. So Tadasana, mountain pose, feet ground. Inhale, arms to the sky. Reach it up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Relax the neck. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to those shins. Exhale, bend deeply so you can plant the hands to your mat or to your book. Step that right foot back. Again, if you have your towel, pat it underneath the knee. We'll go ahead and lower the knee down, walk the hands up to the front thigh. Okay? So here's where we're really gonna work on that stability over the stretch. So it's tempting to drop down here and let the pelvis sink. Let's squeeze the inner thighs towards one another like we have scissors between our legs. Inhale, reach the arms up only if that's comfortable for the pelvis. If it's too much, hands on that front thigh. Lift the chest, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. We're gonna lift up and then go ahead, shift those hips back, let the toes float up. Inhale here, exhale, bend only as far as you can to the inside of that extended leg. And then let's go ahead and walk it forward, plant that foot. Bring the hands to the inside. We'll swing the knee back here. We're gonna move through our prenatal flow. So we're gonna start with our first option. So we're gonna go through that cow-cat, inhaling into that cow shape, looking up, stabilizing the lower back. Exhale, press and round, cat shape. Inhale, tabletop. Exhaling, downward dog. In your downward dog, breathe in for 3. Exhale for 3. 2 more like that. Let's go ahead and shift forward. Breath in. Exhale, knees lower. Tabletop. Look forward. We're going to step the right foot up. Step it right wide of your right wrist. And then you can wiggle the foot in until the baby makes you stop. Okay? Hands come to that front thigh here. Back knee is on the mat. We lift up. Find that squeezing, scissoring the thighs together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Decide if the arms are going up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice job, mamas. 1 more. Breathe in. Fill up. Exhale, release those hands, shift those hips, straighten the front leg, toes float, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold to the inside of that front leg. Just staying here, 1 more breath in. Exhale. Inhale, let's go ahead and walk it forward, plant that front foot, back toes tuck under, step it forward nice and wide, forward fold, or you come forearms to thighs, forward fold, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. And then reversing that swan dive. Feet are rooting, thighs are squeezing. Inhale, reach to the sky. Let's take those opposite elbows once again. Stand tall, root the feet, take it over to your right side. Inhale up. Exhale, left side. Opposite leg is grounding you down, getting more of a stretch to those side ribs. Inhale up. Exhale, release the hands. Beautiful. Okay, let's come into some chair squats. So let's go ahead and warm up the legs a little bit more. Inhale, sink it down. Exhale, rise up. Inhale. Exhale, weight towards the heels, chest lifted. Press and rise up. 2 more. Last one. Stand tall, reach up. Power for mamas. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Lifting halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Let's take that left foot back. Okay, you can either stay upright, hands to your blocks. I find it a little bit more difficult at home to work without blocks. So with the baby, you may need to lower the knee down. That's totally fine. You can come back, hands on the thigh, arms to the sky. Your choice. Wherever you are, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the mat. We're going to take the left hand really wide. So we're going to have a big open twist here, opening towards that bent knee. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Bring that hand down. Swing the knee back. Back in tabletop. Okay, so you saw the first prenatal flow. Second one, we're going to go through a mini chaturanga. If you want to stay with the cow-cat, you're welcome to do that. I'm going to demo the mini chaturanga. So we're building that strength for carrying the baby and the weight of the car seat, which can be really heavy. Inhale, shift forward, shoulders go slightly over the wrist, elbows dip back, still hugging baby in with sides of the waist, just a little dip down. Inhale, come on back up. Exhale, let's all find child's pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, float you back up. Tuck those toes, downward dog. 3 breaths. Slow and steady here. Let's go ahead and lower those knees. And then we'll step the other foot up. And then you decide if you're going to lift the back knee or if you're going to keep the knee down. Hands to the thigh, arms to the sky. So those are all your options. Breathe in. We're going to take 3 slow and steady breaths. Take it at your own pace. Remember, focus on that mantra. Exhale, hands float down. Right hand's really wide here. Left arm opens up towards that bent knee for your twist. Okay, if the back knee's lifted, you can stay here. Still scissoring thighs here. And then exhale, set it down. Okay, let's go ahead and bring it back into that tabletop so the pelvis can get a little wonky there. So let's just wiggle the hips side to side, releasing. Let's take it back into a downward dog from here. We'll pedal up the feet, left and right, right and left. And then slowly walking feet to hands, hands to feet. Find that forward fold. We'll lift halfway. Exhale, fold back. Let's bend into the knees. Bring forearms to the thighs. Lift the chest. Come back to that chair pose. Okay. So we're going to think about having like a giant beach ball between our thighs as we root down through the feet. Let's go ahead and take the arms out in front, palms forward, shoulders back. Breathe in, mamas. You got this. Strong mamas. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Nice job. Okay, we're going to step out wide on the mat. 5-pointed star. Toes are going to point forward. Ankles under the wrist, right toes turn to the front of your mat. Bend into your front knee, warrior 2. Okay, let's go ahead and feel it out. Let's just give those legs a little bit of a warm up. Inhale, reach to the sky, straighten the legs. Exhale, sink it back, warrior two. Two more like that. Maybe your gaze follows your fingers. And then we'll pause, setting the gaze past your fingertips, softening shoulders, softening the breath, at the same time softening your thoughts. Let's take it all the way up. Inhale. Rotate all 10 toes. Exhale, hands to the heart as you fold all the way down. Prasarita Padasvanasana, wide-legged forward fold. So you're going to see the back side of my neck. So you're going to see it lengthening down towards the mat. I'm not trying to look forward. Heels are rooting down, rooting down through the big toe mound. Drawing energy up the legs, shoulders move away from the ears. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, hands to the hips, halfway. Exhale it out here. Strong legs, inhale, rise all the way back up. Rotate the left toes to the front of the mat. We'll bend down, warrior two. Take the arms out. Soft shoulders, soft breath, soft gaze. Inhale, float it up. Exhale, sink it back. Inhale. And exhale. I think we have one more. Inhale. Exhale, settle in. Find the breath, find your mantra, and breathe here. Last exhale. Inhale, float you back up. Rotate all 10 toes to the long edge of the mat, hands to the heart. Let's release hands to your hips, heels in, toes out. We'll come to that goddess pose, bending into the knees. Just stop when the knees start to dip in. You want to come a little bit more upright. Go ahead and see how low you can go. Try to keep the knees open. We're going to go ahead and find some side bends here. So taking the left forearm towards that left thigh. If that's too far, left hand on the thigh. Inhale, reach that right arm up, root through that left foot. Exhale. Inhale through center. Exhale here. Inhale up, other side. Inhale up. Exhale to the other side. Knees are still open. Inhale up. Float it to the other side. So just finding this nice, slow and steady flow. Take your time. Take your time because a contraction doesn't go any faster the faster you breathe. So you really want to try to slow down your breath here. Slow down your movement. Even as the intensity and sensation starts to build here, the breath gets deeper, not faster, deeper. You're stronger than you think, mamas. You've got it. My legs are burning too. Let's do one more each side. Woo! You guys got it. Come back through center. Hold it here. 3. It isn't forever. 2. Use your inhale, rise up, straighten those legs, rotate all 10 toes to the front. Find your forward fold once again. Yes, hands to the mat or to your books or whatever you're using at home. It's going to help take some of the weight out of the lower back and let this be your rest. Inhale, lift on up halfway. Exhale, hands to your hips. Press to root to rise. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and rotate right toes back to the front. Warrior 2. You guys got this. Let's find a little flow. Floating that right palm up. Left hand either goes to the lower back or the thigh for support. Keep bending into that front knee. Big breath in here. Feel that expansion through the ribs. Exhale, cartwheel, forearm to thighs, coming into your side angle. Okay, so this back arm can either go straight up or reach up and over the ear. Breathe. Front knee is still open if you need to. Remind your knee to stay open, hand to that front thigh. Rising back up, warrior two. Beautiful, inhale. Rotating, we're just gonna rotate straight to the back. Left toes in your warrior two. Breathe in. Exhale, land. Left palm up, reverse that warrior, big inhale, rainbow up. Take the support where you need it. Don't sacrifice your lower back. Inhale, float you back up, warrior two. Exhaling, forearm to thigh, side angle, back arm comes up and over to the ear. Front knee open. Breathe into that space, breathe into the sensation. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's heel toe these feet together, and then we're gonna come into your all's favorite. So we're gonna work on that strength building. We're gonna work into our yogi squat, okay? If you have a block at home, you're welcome to place it between the legs so you have a little landing spot. Okay, we're gonna build that strength. We're gonna build that stamina, that mental stamina, preparing for labor. So toes are slightly out. Heels or hips width distance are a little bit wider as the pelvis opens. So you want to keep the feet flaring out. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, slow it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, slow it down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Nice and slow, exhale. Ooh, inhale. I think we're at 5. Inhale. Let's go for 8, exhale. Inhale. 7. One more, inhale. Exhale, slowly lower it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Knees open, chest lifted. I just want to make a note too that if you're past 35 weeks and baby's in breech, you do want to avoid the yogi squats. Okay, you can take a bridge pose. You can come to cat-cow instead. Breathe here. Nice work, mama. Stay with it. You got it. Mind over matter. Breathing in. Exhale. Remember that intensity is coming from within you. One more breath in. Exhale, hands come behind you. Go ahead, have a seat. Stretch the legs out. Let's windshield wiper your feet side to side. Bring soles of the feet together, bound angle, hands to the ankles, lift up, breath in, exhale, start to reach forward, forward fold. Baby's gonna tell you where you can go. It may not be as far as you're used to, that's okay. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, float you back up. Let's stretch the left leg long. Okay, sole the right foot just slightly away from that extended leg. We'll reach the left palm up. That arm can shift along the extended leg. We're gonna rotate the shoulder back and then reach the right arm up to the sky. Okay, right hip is anchoring you down. You can either stay here. I like to take my fingers behind my neck because the arm just seems like it's too intense for me. You decide. You can either reach towards those toes or elbow reaches. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So the extended leg, the toes are nice and active. One more, breathe in. You guys got it, breathe out. Inhale, float you back up. Let's take the right hand behind us, press into the shin, lift those hips, stargazer. Exhale, set it down. Switching to the other side. Right leg extends long, left foot comes on in. Reset the hips if you need to, lift up. Go ahead, find your sit bones. So I know for me, one side's a little bit more open than the other. Okay, right hand slides down that shin, palm up. Rotate the shoulder back so the chest is open. Think about the heart open. Lift up. Make your way over towards that extended leg without sacrificing the collapse of the chest. We really want to get into the side ribs, the side waist. Think about all that breathing space that you might be opening up for yourself. Maybe some more space for baby to move around. Breathe. Inhale, float you back up. Left hand down, right arm to the sky. Lift those hips up and back. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more, breathe in. Exhale, set you back down. Nice. Let's go ahead and just bend the knees here. We're gonna windshield wiper and release the hips side to side. Thank you, William. That's my son. He wants to be on video. Thank you, William. It's still recording. I will get the orange after I'm done. Thank you. All right, mamas. Before we come down for Shavasana, let's go ahead and balance out our energy with some alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to take Vishnu Mudra. So I'm just going to show you here. I'm going to place my right palm up. I'm going to face it towards me, but I'm going to show you guys. You're going to bring your second and third finger down into the palm and then rotate your hand towards your face. Left palm can either come down on your thigh or maybe you want to rest it on your baby. This is going to help balance out the solar and lunar energy or some of that intense, maybe the overwarming, heated energy that we may have experienced during our class today, along with the cooling energy. So let's take a breath in. Take a breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Plugging off the right nostril. Inhale, left. Plugging left nostril. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Plug right. Exhale left. That's one round. Breathe in. Plug. Exhale right. Breathe in right. Plug. Exhale left. Inhale left. Plug. Exhale right. Inhale right. Plug. Exhale left. Inhaling left. Plug. Exhale right. Breathe in right. Exhale left. One more round. Inhale left. Plug. Exhale right. Inhale right. Plug. Exhale left. Release the hands down. Close the eyes. Just observing the breath. Finding that natural rhythm in and out. Breathing in and out. And then I invite you now to move towards your final resting pose. Most of you do not have a bolster at home, I would imagine. So I'm going to tell you to take your final resting pose on your left hand side. grab a pillow or two, one pillow for the head. I'm going to show you with the block. I'm going to show you the other pillow between the thighs. So one pillow underneath your head, one pillow between your thighs, and then maybe even another for that upper arm for the hand to rest. And taking as long as you need here. Feel free to pause the video or turn it off and rest as long as you need. You deserve it. Give yourself at least 5, at a very bare minimum, moments of rest, if not closer to 10 or 15. Taking this time to nurture your body, nurture your baby. Release and relax your mind. Just allowing this connection with your baby. Take as much time as you need here. When you feel like you've had adequate rest, just come on back up. Bowing in, honoring your baby, yourselves, honoring that breath, your body, your spirit. Thanking yourselves for taking the time out of your day to practice your yoga, to prepare for labor, and just honoring the place where you are right now, right here, in this moment with this breath. And then bringing the hands over your heart, just offering yourself peace, peace, peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The light in me sees and honors the light in each one of you. Namaste.